Okay, this is Joe with Breaking Urban Ground. Today we're going to make a frame for hanging a fluorescent light above our seed containers. What we want to end up with is a rectangular frame with a couple braces across the top to hang the light from. And we want to make the frame big enough that it'll hold 2 or 4 of the seed growing boxes that you see over there that have the plastic bottom and the little clear plastic top on them. And we want it to be able to be raised up where we can raise the light up as the plants grow, so we can still keep the seeds in really good light when they're small, and then as they get bigger, raise the light up so that we're not touching our plants as they get taller. What we have for parts is 3 pieces of 1-inch PVC, 1-inch inside diameter PVC. It's a Schedule 40 pipe, which means it's got a fairly heavy wall on it. We have 6 elbows, we have 6 T's, and 2 plugs, and you'll see where those plugs are going to go in the T's at the end. It's going to help us to adjust the height of the light. I probably have $9 into the PVC pipe, maybe another $10 into the fittings. The shop light holder unit there that you see was $10, and then I got some full spectrum lights that should give a good enough amount of light to get the seeds to grow. There's a lot more expensive lights out there that have all the wavelengths that plants need, but we're trying to do this inexpensive and still get a good result. We're trying to start onions in January, and we don't have a whole lot of sunlight here. I don't have a kitchen counter that's going to give me enough sunlight during the day, so we're going to make a Growlight frame. It should come in probably less than about $30. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it together, and then I'm going to give an explanation on how I put it together. It's going to take a saw, it's going to take a drill, and pretty much that's about it. It's going to go together a lot like a kid's toy. So we'll get back with you, and we'll post a list of all the parts and relative prices down below in a PDF file for you. So we'll get back with you when we get it done, and we'll see you in just a bit. Okay, we are back. This is our assembled light holding fixture. You can see we have elbows, T's all around, and there's our trays hanging underneath our light. And on this side up at the top we have a T that the string that holds the light runs into. There's a plug on the end. Take a look at that there. See, there's a plug, and when you pull, it allows the light to come up. So you can adjust that all the way up to about 2 feet high. Go ahead and pull that all the way up. So as your plants get bigger, you can keep the light just out of reach of them, just on top, so they don't get too leggy by having too much of a distance between them and the light. And then what we were going to do is show you the other piece. We made it so you could put actually at least 4 trays in there. What we're going to do is we're going to show you now how you can take this contraption apart and add in another section. We're gonna take it apart at this joint right here. We're gonna separate the tube from the T. We're gonna do the same thing on the other end, and then we're gonna insert a piece that has a 1 foot stretch of tube with the same identical hanger section above it. The one that I have doesn't have the strings or a light on it now because I only need 1 light for what I'm doing, planting some onions. But we're going to take this apart and we're going to add in that extra piece and then show you what that looks like. Okay, we're back, and you can see where we've added an extra leg. We put in a 6-inch piece down there. We added another complete riser side. Like I said, I haven't drilled the holes for the string, and what I would use is a cord slide or a round cord lock. I'll take a picture of that and post it later with the video, or probably put it on the PDF or the parts list. But you do the same thing with that. You'd hang another light above those, and now you can grow 4 of those under light. And like I said, as things grow, and you can even tip it one way or the other, the way that the string adjusts. You can have this end be raised up higher than that end, so that getting all the plants their appropriate light at their different growth heights is going to work out a little bit easier for you. You could do one of the lights, say the left side separate from the right side. So yeah, you've got a lot of functionality here. The whole thing including the light and the light bulbs. The PVC, which we didn't use any glue, so we can take it apart. There's really no strain on the PVC, so I didn't feel it necessary to glue anything together. I would say I've got about $50 into the entire thing. When we get the second light in there, the light again is another $10 plus $6 for bulbs. Probably putting it around $65 for the entire thing. So for $65, you've got an adjustable, growable lighting system. You could make this rack, you know, however many wide you wanted to do it, and have them all set up in your garage or wherever you wanted to have the grow lights. The one important thing about building it is you want to make sure that the top bars and their elbows are wider than the light itself. If you just cut those at 4 feet, your light might not fit between them. So make sure you got plenty of room for your light. Everything else, I just went with simple numbers. 2 feet on the risers, because I figure if my plants are 2 feet tall, they're ready to go in the garden. 6 inches on the small side splits. These little pieces here are just 6 inches wide, and then these long pieces to match the long pieces on top. So that's really all there was to it. You can pick your own measurements. It's not gonna be anything crazy. I used Schedule 40 wall, 1 inch inside diameter PVC. You have 1 inch Schedule 40 PVC. I don't care about any of that stuff because I'm not plumbing anything through it. So anyway, that's what we've got. And thanks again for watching Breaking Urban Ground. This is Joe and Tanner helping me out. You have a good day.